For today's entry in the Best of 2023 series here on Game Wisdom, we're almost done with kind of the smaller series. There's only, I think, 2 or 3 more left, and then we're going to get into the large categories. But for today is going to be my favorite kind of strategy, tactical strategy, some kind of strategy or thinking style games. To make things easier, I'm kind of lumping tactical strategy and kind of general strategy style games here, because otherwise this list is going to get even more delineated down and be extended. So once again, we have a few runner-ups to get to. The first one is going to be Shadow Gambit, the final kind of tactical stealth game from Mimimi Games. Unfortunately, we didn't get a key to check out the full game of it, but we did play the demo, and it's a fantastic kind of conclusion to their design, and definitely sad to see the studio kind of shut down. So if you do enjoy the likes of Shadow Tactics, Commandos, Desperados, and you somehow missed this one, then definitely pick it up, because this is going to probably be like the zenith of this style for a very long time. With that said, we have a top 4 for best strategy. I'm also including tactical strategy, tactical RPG in this category, because the RPG category is already large enough. And if you don't believe me, just wait till we get to that video. And for our first entry, it is going to be The Last Spell, a tactical RPG meets, I guess, kind of like They Are Billions style design, where you must hold out night after night from an unending horde of the undead and mutants coming to destroy, well, the last city. This is a game that features a lot of persistence and a lot of challenging gameplay. There's multiple ways of approaching each conflict, as well as how you want your characters to grow, what gear and resources you get access to, and it is definitely on the harder side, despite having different degrees of levels and difficulty settings. If you enjoy the whole few against the many style that They Are Billions really popularized a few years ago, but wanting something that is more turn-based to your destruction rather than everything swarming you at once, then this is an easy recommendation. We now turn to the only kind of strategy, tactical style game to come from the consoles as well as the PC, and that is Persona Tactica. The Persona 5 gang is back with yet another spin-off, going from, I think they did Dynasty Warriors, dungeon crawling, to now an XCOM-like, or should I say a Mario plus Rabbids-like. I still have the footage I need to turn into a review at some point in 2024. This game once again combines like the snappiness and high production values of the Persona series and Mario plus Rabbids with its own take on that gameplay, using kind of triple attacks or tri-attacks to set up enemies for the perfect hit, using cover, knocking enemies out, and everyone being all adorably chibi as well. If you enjoy Mario plus Rabbids and want another game in that style, Persona Tactica is a definitely good pick for you. If you're looking for, again, like more on the XCOM, very meteor side like that, this one may be a little too light in that respect, but still a really great take on the kind of tactical or strategy RPG style, and I hope we see more developers embrace this, or embrace this particular design for future games. For our next entry, it is Jagged Alliance 3, the long-awaited sequel to the other XCOM style strategy RPG, however, squad-based RPG, however you want to define it, game from the 90s. It is back with all of its 80s, 90s action movie machismo and over-the-top heroes to try and defeat another dictatorship on yet another Caribbean island. If you're wondering if the series has been dumbed down or made any easier now that it's being released in 2023, well, don't worry about it. It's still as complicated and challenging to manage your money, your resources, and your various mercs as you take back the island one quadrant at a time. Since the game was launched, developers have also added in or released updates to make it a little bit easier to play, updated the GUI and the UI, and if you somehow missed this one, and again, if you're a fan of the meteor style of the squad-based strategy RPGs, then you definitely need to play this one. And for the final of our strategy style games best of list, we go to a Dot Age. This is a turn-based city builder meets apocalypse stalling style game, where you must build your city, cultivate your people, and try to collect enough food, resources, emotions, and other elements in order to keep all of the disasters at bay. Each day, you'll assign where people will go, what they'll gather or produce, and you'll need to plan ahead for the various seasons and apocalypse bringing events that are coming to ruin your city. With a procedurally generated campaign, multiple ways of playing, different elders, and strategies to go with, there is certainly a lot here. And this is a very solid example of kind of doing a lot with a very minimalistic look and feel. So, of the games that we mentioned here tonight, if you're looking for one that definitely hides a lot of its depth, but is still very easy and approachable at least to understand it from the surface layer, then Dot Age is a very solid entry and a really great game from 2023. And with that, another entry wraps up. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of other strategy style games, especially when we start lumping everything in together. So what are some of your favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. And once again, come back for yet another part, as we are still somewhere in the middle as of the time of this recording of this best of series. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to do the YouTubing stuff people tell you to do. If you're interested in more of my thoughts on design, check out my books wherever they are sold. Visit our Discord and Patreon, and come back for daily discussions on game design here, and on game wisdom, where some of the art and science of games.